Welcome back to more stuff about objects. Previously, you had all created a class, and then you called a constructor and made something move around, and then you made many things move around by dumping it all into an array. So I want to take a little bit of time to show you all how you can get objects to talk with other objects, so they can be aware of where they are in relationship to one another. You could get them to do things like, bounce off of, interact with one another, change color, that sort of stuff. So before we get into that, I want to show you how you actually access attributes of an object. So here I've got an example of, it's just a ball that appears inside of the window and then just jitters around a little bit, right? We've got, I'm naming the specific object mover, and you can see right here it takes 3 arguments. First of all, the X and Y location, and the last one is its radius. So what's the radius of this thing? To get the diameter, the actual size, we would multiply that by 2. I'll show you that in a second. In the draw loop, we've got just 2 things, update and render. Update does the thing that makes it sort of like jiggle around, and then render is the thing that draws it on screen. In the constructor, I've got a couple things here, red, green, blue values that I'm not using right now. And then you can see right here, I've got this for the radius, and then the X and Y position, right? Update this dot X and this dot Y, I'm just adding a random value to it. And then when we render it out, we've got the fill color and then the size of it, right? So I know everything when this starts out, except I don't know how large it is, right? Now, for any attribute of an object, we can find that out. We could even go in and set it and change it too if we wanted to, with these values inside of here. So when I say like this dot R equals 100, this dot G equals 100, etc., I can ask the object, what is your R value, what is your G value, what is your B value, or where are you positioned, or which radius, whatever it is. Any one of these we can access and ask our program for. So here, I'll just do this inside of here just to show you. I can say console.log, and then I've got the object named mover, and then I'm going to say mover dot, and then down here I check and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's called radius or rad, right? So then I can say mover dot rad, right? And so now if I'm going to open up the inspector over here and the console, close that. And so now when I save this and open up a new instance of this and open up the console again, sorry about that, we can see right here, this prints out right here what the radius is, right? So just so you can see, there we go. The radius is now 71, right? So every time I refresh this, it's a random number. Oh, it's a big one. 65, right? We'll see what this value is. So we've now got a way of accessing the information inside of here. We can also set the information inside of there. So we can say something along the lines of, we know that mover is the name of our object, right? And we know that there is something in there that is the, we know that there's something inside of there for the red value, right? The red channel, red, green, blue. So let's say that we want this to be kind of like a reddish tint. We would say mover.r equals 255, right? Now I run this and you can see it's changed color. It's because I'm setting this value inside of the object. Same way that you would change a variable, you can change the attributes inside of an instance of your objects this way. So we're going to build on this in the next two videos. The next one I'm going to show you how you can get two objects to talk to one another. Then in the third one, I'll show you, in this series, I'll show you how you can get a whole bunch of them talking to one another. Yeah, we'll just, we'll move on to the next in just a minute.